12 teams.
One of the fastest fields in NCAA history. You saw the record books destroyed over the course of this indoor season when you're talking about the distance medley relay. Oklahoma State set the collegiate record. The Washington Huskies are #2 all time. Oklahoma State ran 9:16.40. Washington 9:16.65. And when you're seeing all of those qualifying times for these 12 teams, they came out of 2 track meets on the same weekend. Those times were either run at the Arkansas qualifying meet or at that Alex Wilson Invitational at Notre Dame.
You might have seen a little bit of a skirmish there in the very first turn of the first.
Maybe that's just what he needs. You know, jump a little angry, right?
Right, exactly. Just get an elbow in the back. All right, back to the DMR. We've got coming up on 2 laps remaining in the opening 1,200-meter leg. And we've got UNC in the lead with Jesse Hunt handling the duties. Oklahoma State is second with Fuad Masudi carrying the baton for them. And then Tennessee with an odd-looking uniform from Tennessee, if I've read the hip right.
And Masudi is breaking things open, stretching things out on the backside. He was part of that record-breaking relay earlier this season, bringing a lot of those guys back into this NCAA championship. Looks like a bit of a tangle up there on the back end, and that's important because that's Texas, and this could be a huge point-scoring opportunity for the Longhorns in pursuit of
2 3/4. Have to see if he will pass his final attempt to the next height. That's the only way that he can win. So Oklahoma State with a nice lead. It was Indiana in 4th, by the way. I didn't read the hip right at all. Oklahoma State passes off first to the 400-meter leg. And for them, this is DeJuana MacArthur. For UNC, it is Jared Williams on the 400-meter leg. For Wisconsin, this is Colin Enns. There's just a crash of bodies there between 3rd and 8th.
Believe that's Charlie Bartholomew on the 2nd leg for the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Took the handoff up in front and continued to hold that lead, carrying it through. There are a ton of bodies between 2nd and 8th right now. Scoring is going to be very interesting in these latter 2 legs.
Here's where we use the disclaimer that we are given relay orders. We don't know all the athletes by sight, so we do the best to identify them. We apologize to them and their parents if we misidentify any of the runners. 800-meter leg now. Oklahoma State still in the lead. Hafez Mahadi is supposed to be carrying the stick for the Cowboys. It is Wisconsin making up a lot of room. This is supposed to be Abdullah Hassan, and he's challenging for the lead. Maybe too soon?
What a move by the Badgers to get up into the front with a commanding charge. Now you still got to hold on from here because Oklahoma State is maintaining great contact. And in talking with Dave Smith, he said he's coming in all legs fresh on this distance medley relay. His guys opted to scratch out of individual events so that they would have nothing coming into the distance medley relay, an effort to go absolutely all in. Gave guys the option of doing some different things, but really wanted to take advantage of having an opportunity to do something special in this relay. And you can see, here we go, moving right back up into front, getting a bit tangled up there with Wisconsin.
Oklahoma State and now Wisconsin struggling. It's BYU in 3rd, Indiana 5th, Arkansas 4th. As they get ready to hand off for the final mile leg. Here are the anchor runners. Oklahoma State with a nice lead now, but all that can disappear in 8 laps of this track. BYU is 2nd, Wisconsin 3rd, and UNC 4th. Arkansas now moving up.
Oklahoma State top 5 in this event last year. Coach Smith said that it's an almost identical DMR team back-to-back years. And when the meet was here back in 2014, they had the best team finishes they've ever had at an indoor meet. They never talked about altitude during that situation. Coming in confident in their training and the preparation that they've brought into Albuquerque. And your anchor leg there is anticipated to be Ryan Shope, the 355 miler.
So it is Shope for Oklahoma State in front, with BYU, Wisconsin, North Carolina, Arkansas, Tennessee. Being told now it's Ryan Shope. Our apologies. He's got about a 15-meter lead at this point, but out there all by himself, and then quite a few teams poised to score behind them.
Shope just cruising right now as he has been able to easily maintain that positioning. Very interesting. Watch Arkansas, the Razorbacks, starting to creep up and into contention with the quartet that they have assembled. We've talked about Arkansas 2.0 not having the number of distance runners in some of the events. Very strong, though, across the board. This is a particular event, though, where they can flex some of the strength that they have in the middle distance events because of the depth that they're able to capitalize on with Chris Bucknam's program at Arkansas.
Half the anchor leg has been run. It's Elijah Schremmel for Arkansas on the anchor. He's currently in 4th, but there's a real glut from 2nd to 10th.
Shope has only extended that commanding lead that he took the baton in position. A great advantage that was set up by those prior 3 legs, and he has not let off the gas whatsoever, running incredibly comfortably up front.
Washington now making a move with Kieran Lum on anchor for the Huskies.
Lum, a savvy veteran for the University of Wisconsin.
Shope extending his lead.
That's Schremmel of Arkansas, and now you're seeing Washington right back in it. Andy Powell described Kieran Lum as one of his most consistent athletes. He's PR'd every time he stepped on the track. Just missed a Canadian record this season among that bunch of milers, that big batch of guys for Washington that has run 3:52 this season. Kieran Lum is one of them, and you knew that he was going to make a big pitch to be part of this distance medley relay. Andy Powell said the guys were really fighting over who would get the opportunity to carry the stick around.
Bell lap, and Shope is full of run. 30-meter lead over Washington, then Wisconsin, then Tennessee. Arkansas has really dropped back into 6th place they are now. It has been all Oklahoma State.
And watch out for the Hoosiers, maybe, perhaps, or is that Wisconsin? I can't tell. Both the Big Ten uniforms look so similar.
Oklahoma State wins it. The collegiate leaders produce at the national championships. Washington drops down to 4th, it looks like. Ole Miss and at 2nd. Wisconsin 3rd. Tennessee 4th. Washington went all the way from 2nd to 5th on that final lap.
A huge win for Oklahoma State after being 5th last year, coming in and capturing the distance medley relay title. What a phenomenal finish, too, behind the Cowboys.
Arkansas ended up 8th, scoring 1 point. And Schremmel, with a couple of laps remaining, was right there in 2nd or 3rd. It was a tough couple of laps for Arkansas. There are the official results. Oklahoma State scoring the 10 points.
Let's go, man.